Alright guys, the zombie's back. 2:46 in the morning. It's Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021. Yesterday our flies are out again. You see the weird fluttering through the camera there. Some real rusty thing. Yeah, I've been having issues. One thing I never covered. All the other videos I've been trying to do these days. I kept telling you folks I'm not a guru about anything. It's been a hell of a lot. But I'm also a student of other things as well. One of the things is budget. My mother would try making us live on a budget. Because as soon as she was doing bills ahead of time, the entire month, she'd be able to figure out, almost down to the penny, how much we're going to need for something, and how much we're going to be having something left for an emergency or for any other daily usage. She was that good at math. She wasn't a guru, but she could teach people a thing or two concerning about income taxes and bookkeeping and all that sort of stuff. What the hell is my damn thing going crazy at this point? It's not what I wanted in the first place. Good Lord. No, I just got my computer popping up something else up here that didn't want in the first place. Yeah, I'm having a little time to swine. Can't afford anything else, not even a damn haircut this month. Only because I'm trying to save as much money as I can to last until next month. That's what happens when you live in a damn fast food diet. You think you're going to be living fast and free in the damn thing until you see the bills, which are definitely a month. Summertime is usually the worst because of the heat, using up constant energy regarding the air conditioning to keep the place barely livable. And then with the constant usage of computer equipment, the routers, the old company going through at this point. And I said before about the electricity there and the air conditioning, the heat involved regarding the equipment in the living room. The air conditioning has to keep pumping it out to keep a stable environment in this place. Some people say about 78. Well, some of us who get older have body masses and metabolisms can't deal with 78. We like to deal with maybe about 73, 74 without passing out. So in this environment that we've got to triple degrees has been eating up electricity costs left and right. And some days I have to look at how much to spend. My mother had been trying to teach me and my brother, before my brother passed away, how to be frugal when it comes down for our money situation. Sometimes he just wasn't able to be thinking about that as much. What we could afford, what we couldn't afford, and figure he'd be borrowing left and right. Me, I had to live by myself. So now I got to think about what I can live with, what I can't live without. What can be stretched, what cannot be stretched. For instance, Gatorade. Big, huge tub of mixture, round cup, okay? And get that and tank. You mix them up with the flavors that you like. And get yourself, maybe if you ever used up a milk bottle or two, plastic jugs. Half gallon. That's still half gallon works. What's supposed to be? Maybe weakened, but still drinkable. They can last me here for a long while, maybe about a month. Coffee's usually something else during the summertime. Not drinking ice blended, but just regular coffee. Put it into a nice slender quart size or nearly a quart size container. Lasts me for the entire day. It's like putting a pot of coffee, 4 cups of coffee for the entire day. I'll stretch that out if I have to. The most expensive thing I've splurged on was regarding meat companies. Certain meat companies out there actually do have good quality cuts of meat. They're pricey sometimes, but when I think I can afford it, I would. And in the day, in the month, I make the mistake. And this month, I make a mistake. Last month, I couldn't. But this month, I should have talked to the guys at the meat company saying, look, let me wait for another month. I'll deal with spam all the damn time. Spam's a salty meat. It's processed meat product. Not exactly meat, but it's a meat product, and it's a lot of sodium, chemicals, and other crap going into your system that may not be cancerous to your health. I don't know. There have been too many stories throughout years, throughout decades, concerning about this product that came out of World War II. And everyone seems to like it. At one time, when the government was doing its own food giveaway, they would give away a bag of grits. They would give away a bag of potatoes or something like that. Maybe if lucky. Going to these food giveaways. And if you're even luckier, you got the government Velveeta. They call it the cheese product. That's basically Velveeta you were getting. Grits usually worked well. And then again, you get this huge can of Spam. It's supposed to last you for a while. Or tide you over somehow. I remember going to food giveaways left and right. And it was embarrassing as hell to go through donations that people from the other community have given out to help you out. But when you're in survival mode, you throw that away, that thought away, or shove it aside in your head, and you get what you get. It's not easy when you're in that kind of a situational crunch. Worst case scenario is going through places that lend you money, and then you're on a continuing cycle of borrowing money, paying it back with the interest, and then borrow money again, paying the interest, seeing you go further and further into debt. Especially dealing with the locals. The neighbors are at it again. Once in a while, like yelling and screaming at each other. Welcome to apartment. So back to the budget situation. Loan sharks are the worst way to going through it. I've been through it. Not fun. It's only when I had enough sufficient funds coming through gave me the choice to break away, or actually the chance to break away from them, and not deal with any of them ever again. Which means I had to be more and more frugal with what I was getting, and also more and more aware of what I need to get, and what I need and what I don't need. One has to budget for what this stuff has to be. I'd love to get me a new haircut. I'd love to get me a haircut. It costs about 30 to 50 bucks depending on where the hell you get it, and also the tip that you have to leave. So it's like, okay, leave the haircut alone for a while. Or find someone else who's got skillful enough hands to do your damn hair. Or get necessary hose equipment if you're going to be spending that much money. Do your own damn choppy haircut through a suction hose. I've heard them and seen them. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. But this is the poor man's haircut. You attach it to a damn vacuum cleaner, this weird ass hose, and you start pumping using the hoses. You get your haircut that way. I'm going to have to go without a haircut for a long while now. I may get knots I may cut out in the back, but at least I'll get something trimmed. And if I have more skillful hands, better and better look at the back of the head, I would have the equipment necessary for them to do the cutting. Long or short shears. Just, that's frugal cutting right there. I had seen on television a long time ago when they had it on cable channels how people were frugal about things, even recycling toilet paper or peeling the layers off of toilet paper to make it last. Well, when you're in a budget situation, a budget crunch, I think it's supposed to make sense, but the practical application, I've been at once and it was fun. So such things I take with a grain of salt, and other things I throw away the grain of salt. It's so damn good. I had to get this thing off my chest because I'm looking at the finances for this month. Not to mention, I have to apply those budgetary restraints. I don't know, and this is not asking for charity at this point over here, but this is my own observations concerning about what budgets can do and what budgets can't do for a person. Now imagine if you're going to be doing this as a state or local level here. They have to find out how much money they're getting in, project how much revenue they're going to be getting each month and each year, each decade. And then see the needs that they've got, their expenditures, so basically accounting 101 work. And then project it. How much you're going to be needing per month, per week, per day if necessary, in order to get the upper management approval or understanding of what their financial situation is, down to our personal level, is what we also have to do as well. The fast food is one of those expensive diets out there that usually torpedoes people left and right because convenience. When you're so used to the damn fast food all the damn time, you're used to the damn DoorDashes that are becoming more and more, or Grubhubs, or whatever services. There's got Uber Eats, something like that. They cost. There's always a tip for the driver. And not to mention how much money you're going to be spending for your limited choices for food. If you're in a larger city, you got almost an unlimited choice. But when you're in a small town like Roseman, there's only very few places that can actually give you some food. Not give you the food that you're going to pay for it, unfortunately. In Roseman, I've got Subway, which I haven't used. There's also Jack in the Box pulled out of the damn thing. Which leaves McDonald's, Don Pancho's, which is a small Mexican joint, and Taco Bell. 3 fast food places. We're lucky enough that we've got shopping through Albertsons that we can do through the Grubhub situation. Or here it's going to be DoorDash. You have to budget what you've got, and also what you're going to be able to get, and hopefully what you're going to be convenienced and inconvenienced. For a student, it depends upon student aid, regardless if it's grant or loan, because that's what's going to help keep him alive, and then the rest of the time he's got to find other ways, or she's going to have to find other ways to support his or herself at this point, either by working in part-time or collecting cans and bottles or whatever source of income without going through a damn loan shark or bank for the money. And they will charge an arm and leg, and then so if you've got good enough credit, and if you don't, even worse. or how about the bone saws? How much are you willing to grow another limb for them in order to get money out of them? No way in hell. So penny pinching is going to have to be done. I had to get this damn thing out. I had to get it off my chest because this is the time of season that we have to keep doing it. The start of the season for school, and I know a lot of people like to go over to the cafeteria. Me, I'm the same way too, but I'm going to have to deal with bread and peanut butter and jelly. There's breakfast, lunch, and dinner right there. Ramen noodles. No, but still, cup of noodles. It's still just as bad. The ramen noodles with some can of chicken will keep you alive as much as you hate the damn stuff in the first place. I know, because I'm going through it myself. Cream of wheat, if you can get some fruit flavoring or maybe a bit of brown sugar, just throw it in the damn stuff. There's your breakfast right there for a while. Pop-Tarts are becoming too damn expensive these days, and so is the food prices. Because of the, now I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it, the COVID-19 kicking our ass last year and this year, everything has gone skyrocketing. Everything has connection. So now we have to live in a place that's going to be kicking our ass left and right. Moral of the story, penny pinch. Penny pinch, penny pinch, penny pinch. You don't need it, don't get it. If you want it, don't get it. If you have to have it, get it. The needs have to come first, the bills have to be paid, the rent is the priority. And if you have to go to food lines, go to food lines. You have to go to state aid for food, you're going to have to do that too. But in this time of year, survival is the priority. And for me, going through a food processing company or just a meat company is insane. I couldn't stop it fast enough. So now I've got that much of a ding on my damn finances that I'm going to be needing for the rest of this month. Not to mention looking at the energy bills I've got to take care of. The cable bills. Rent's already taken care of. Always take care of your rent first. As long as you got a roof over the head, everything else is going to have to be priority. But lower priority, but still necessary anyway. So that's my beef for this morning.